I'm Sai and welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In today's video, I'll try to compare the both phones iQOO 7 and the Realme X7 Max. Which phone is the best for the gaming? So as friends, only for the gaming point of view, I'm going to do this kind of comparison between both phones. And this is a request which I got from plenty of users, and finally I got some time to make a video comparing both phones only in the gamer's point of view. I'll try to talk about this entire video. So if you're a gamer, so make sure to watch till end of the video, friends. Don't try to skip any part because there is a really important video. If you're a gamer, you should know all the advantages and disadvantages of both smartphones before actually you're buying the devices. That is what my main point of making this video. So in this video, I'll try to talk about all these kind of different categories like performance, heating, connectivity, and optimization, and the features. All these things which are best in what type of phone. That is what I'm going to discuss. And even I'll try to include the display. So which display is the best for gaming? Even that point, I'll try to talk entirely. So first, let's start with the first thing regarding the processor. So in terms of the performance wise, the iQOO 7 has got the Snapdragon 768G processor, and whereas the Realme X7 Max has got the Dimensity 1200, as you can see friends clearly. So in terms of the another benchmark scores and everything, it will be completely close to each other. There's nothing much difference you can actually expect in terms of the performance. So for a normal user, definitely you won't be able to notice much difference, but for the gamers, definitely you will notice a difference, friends. So iQOO 7 has got slightly advantage in terms of the gaming point of view. So I did plenty of multitasking tests and a lot of other details comparing both phones, which phone is faster and which phone has got better RAM management as well. And iQOO 7 phone did perform really well when compared with the Realme X7 Max in terms of the speed test and multitasking test in each and every category. So in terms of the benchmark wise, I'm getting close to 7 lakhs of score in the iQOO 7 device, and even in the Realme X7 Max, I'm getting sometimes close to 6 lakhs 86,000 as well, as you can see in the Realme X7 Max sometimes, and 6 lakhs 99,000. So overall, there's a little bit kind of different, but not much difference in terms of annual benchmark test. But there's a huge difference in the CPU throttling. Yes, friends, in the CPU throttling, I did see a lot of change in terms of both phones. So in terms of the CPU throttling, the iQOO 7 can be throttled up to close to 80%, and whereas the Realme X7 Max is throttling up to 65%, as you can see the difference between the graphs between both phones. So by using this kind of benchmarks, there is how I came to know that there's a kind of difference is there between both phones in terms of the performance wise. You can see the score as well. Let me try to show you the score. CPU throttling score, how much is there? Maximum 291 and maximum is a 324, as you can see from the CPU throttling score. So in terms of the performance wise, slightly advantage for the gamers if you buy the Snapdragon 870 chipset. That is what I'm going to say, friends. And very soon I'll try to upload the Mi11X versus Realme X7 Max speed test, so you'll be able to know even that one as well. And one more quick note, in the 3D benchmark test which I did wildlife stress test, this phone scored about 99% of the stability. Yes friends, 99%. I think I did a couple of times in this phone, so all the time, as you can see, 99.2. and other phones, they did came close to I think 80% and 69%. So this phone was the one which is the 99%. That's fantastic. So in terms of the performance wise, you won't feel any problems in the iQOO 7 device, and till now even I did not hear any kind of problems in the iQOO 7 smartphone. Even after uploading close to 350 kind of videos I uploaded on this iQOO 7 device, I did use intense kind of usage with this phone, and even with this kind of 97% of the storage got filled, still I did not experience any kind of lag or any problem in this phone. So overall, so in the performance segment, 100% points I'm trying to give it for the iQOO 7 for managing the Snapdragon processor really well in this phone. So next, in terms of the heating. So in terms of the heating, both phones has got same kind of problems, friends, because iQOO 7, the performance will not decrease. Even though temperature increases, the performance will not decrease in this phone. So in the Realme X7 Max, even the temperatures increases, the performance will decrease sometime. So the temperatures are slightly close to each other. But after the recent software update, slightly the temperatures are getting higher in this Realme X7 Max. Yes, even with the normal usage as well, the temperature started to increase in this Realme X7 Max after the recent software update. A lot of users, they did complain about this problem in this Realme X7 Max. But regarding this iQOO 7 device, only few users complained about the temperatures, but they are quite okay because they are getting high performance. So if you're getting high performance, some people, they are okay with the high temperatures as well. So in the heating problem, I think the Realme X7 Max has got slightly the highest points. And in terms of the performance wise, I forgot to mention, while gaming, you should not have any problem, friends. One more thing, the optimization is not that great in this Realme X7 Max, which I'll be trying to talk later on. So let's move to the next topic, is the connectivity. So in terms of connectivity, some users are really confused because I did plenty of uploaded videos on the iQOO device, so saying that connectivity is not that good. But what happened is that with the recent update, with the recent software update, which as a miracle, yes, even in the indoor conditions, sometimes I was able to get the 4G place speed test as well. In my device, yes, I was able to get the 4G place in this iQOO device using the Jio SIM card. Before I used to not get the 4G place, but later on the connectivity slightly increased. So that's how I came to know that the speeds also got better if you're using the 4G. So now you don't need to worry about the connectivity problems in this iQOO device. So unless you think about 5G. So if you think about 5G, absolutely the Realme is a winner, that's no doubt. But if you're thinking about 4G and normal speeds, that should not be any issues in the iQOO in terms of the connectivity. So in case if you have further doubts, so try to check the playlist trends which are created only for the 4G plus users. So try to follow the playlist every day. You will get a clear idea what is happening with the 4G test results in this iQOO device. And as a future-proof option, both phones supports the Wi-Fi 6 as well. That is another thing which I thought of mentioning. So next is the optimization. So in terms of the optimization, perfectly, friends, the Snapdragon processor is always the winner, because the Snapdragon processors really get very good optimization in terms of the games. So it doesn't matter what game it is, maybe the high games. So it also depends upon the type of user, what type of game you're playing. So some games are really, friends, it's not that optimized in this Dimensity 1200 processor. That is what I'm complaining, not in the Realme phone. I'm only targeting the Dimensity processor, not the Realme phone. So you should understand that thing. So most of the games like Call of Duty and small games like even the PUBG games also doesn't support much higher graphics. I do know people play only with the smooth and extreme, but there is no HDR and extreme, those kind of things. Even not supporting the higher FPS count as well when you're trying to play the games, that is also another thing. So which I'll try to do the side by side comparison test between both phones, 120 FPS gameplay versus 120 FPS in this phone. So by using third-party FPS meter, we'll get to know the results as well. So stay tuned for that video. If possible, I'll try to upload maybe tomorrow. So right now, let's take this game as an example, friends. You will get to know clearly what is happening in this game as well, Call of Duty or any other PUBG game as well. Let me to open the settings and show you what is there. So in the iQOO device, you will be able to play with the high graphics with a very high and the maximum. But where in the Realme X7 Max, even though the processor is really powerful, but still you won't be able to play with the maximum quality, with the maximum FPS. That is what the problem in the Realme X7 Max is actually. And there are a couple of other advantages for the gamer's point of view. So in the Realme phones, you do get this kind of real-time FPS meter and the CPU and the GPU percentage each and every clearly. And the 4D vibration doesn't support in every game, only in the PUBG game it supports at this point. But in the iQOO device, for the gamers particularly, you do get plenty of options like 4D vibrations, and you do get a voice changer option and game frame interpolation. So three options which are different completely, which are really useful for the gamers, I would definitely feel. Even the game display enhancement are also slightly best in this iQOO device. So in terms of the features, I did like the iQOO's overall features for the keeping the heavy gamers in point of view. They did design 4D vibrations works really good, friends, because you can actually feel the vibrations coming from the left and right side, both sides. That's perfect combination. So overall, in terms of the gaming point of view, I would definitely recommend the iQOO for the buying for the long time as well. Only problem is that this phone sometimes heats up little bit kind of more, so performance will not be compromised, but it eats little bit kind of more. So not as much as a Realme X7 Max. Realme X7 Max is a top phone which has a lot of heat in this phone, which generates a lot of heat while gaming. So well, friends, my conclusion is that in case if you're planning to buy the smartphone for the gaming purpose only, as a hardcore gamer, and definitely my suggestion would be always choose this Snapdragon processors, and in this case the Snapdragon processor phone which we are having is a iQOO device. So that is what the one suggestion I would give. So go for the Realme X7 Max in case if your budget is really low, and in case if you're okay with this kind of low quality settings and low optimization in the games. So these are the few things which you need to, in case if you're okay with the slightly higher temperatures, then you can definitely go with the Realme X7 Max. And Realme X7 Max has got one best thing, which is the 3.5mm jack, which is also another best advantage for the users. So both phones, they do have the dual stereo speaker setup, and that's also another good advantage. But the backside texture is slightly best in the Realme X7 Max, which gets a really good feel while you're holding the phone and while playing the games. That is what the Realme X7 Max has got on the backside. That's a one good advantage in the Realme X7 Max. So thank you for watching this video, friends. These are quick details and comparisons. So overall, the fan conclusion is that the iQOO 7 is the kind of best phone for the gamers point of view. That is what my conclusion is. After using for a long time and after getting so many feedbacks, plenty of comments, plenty of response. So this is what I did find out. And now with the latest software update, the Realme X7 Max is completely gone down my expectations. Yes friends, after the recent software update, because there are so much of drawbacks in this Realme X7 Max with the recent software update only. It's a lot of problems, so many issues, so many complaints, and so much of apps closing and not opening issues. So try to check this video, friends. You will find so many complaints, so many comments as well under this video, which you will definitely understand why I'm trying to say like this. And thank you for watching this video, friends, and see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to comment below what are your thoughts. In case if you have the Realme X7 Max, make sure to comment below of user experience. In case if you have the iQOO 7 device, make sure to comment below. That will be really helpful for new users who are thinking of buying one of the smartphone. So this is completely unbiased review, friends, and none of the phones are sponsored and any given by any kind of manufacturing company. So everything I bought with my own money only. Obviously, definitely, I'll try to be honest only in every video. I don't want to give the false hopes. That is what I'm making you to prepare for the worst if you're planning to buy the Realme X7 Max. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, friends. Until then, stay tuned. Bye.